Okay. Hey guys, welcome back to Who's Your Amma podcast. Today I have a very, very, very special guest with me. If you've ever heard me talk about my cousin or the twins or my cousin's wife, this is who she is. If someone had to ask you how are we related, what would you say?
I tell everyone we're friends.
Oh wow, thank you. Thanks. Damn.
I tell everyone we're friends.
For me, it changes. Like sometimes I'm like, she's my friend, she's my cousin's wife, she's my cousin. I don't know.
Yeah, we are actually family, but we're like...
But related not by blood. And
no.
Like it's a very distant.
Yeah, it's very distant.
Yeah.
It's not by blood.
Yeah.
It's like your...
So my cousin is your husband's not cousin. Cousin.
They are cousins.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Something like that. Anyway, this is Tanita. And I don't like emotions and I don't like feelings and I don't like words. But honestly, Tanita is like the big sister that I've never had. I'm not going to look at you because I don't like emotions. But Tanita is like the big sister. She's there whenever I need her. All my questions that I have about everything, Tanita is the first person that I go to. She is the first person that we told we were pregnant, her and her husband. Trevino and her husband work together, so they see each other all the time. And if you've ever done something wrong to me, Tanita knows about it and she doesn't like you. I'm joking. She does know about it, but I don't know if she doesn't like you, but she does know about it. And yeah, I'm just excited to have you here. Thank you so much. So I want to know, what has been your rose and thorn for the week? So something good and something bad that happened this week.
So something good and bad was something good. We started sleep training the twins. Yeah, because and the bad part is we weren't getting any sleep.
Yeah.
Like literally on Tuesday, I had to leave work at 1:30 because I couldn't manage because I was so exhausted. So yeah, but then we started sleep training and it seems to be going good.
Is it just that they're at that age now where they just don't sleep or...
Yeah, it's weird because Alonso used to wake up for his bottle and then he would sleep. And now for the past 3 weeks, he wasn't sleeping. And then Atara would sleep through the night. And the past 3 weeks, she also wasn't sleeping.
So when one wakes up, the other one is also up.
So we were getting like no sleep.
Does Adelia sleep through the night?
No, she wakes up once a night.
Oh my gosh. So all three of the kids
all three of the kids. So
Wow.
it was hectic.
Wow.
But yeah, we started sleep training. So
The kids are 4 years apart, eh? 4 or 5.
4 or 5.
Yeah.
4,
So
yeah, 4.
Tanita and Sash have an older daughter and then they have a set of twins. So when you went for your first scan with the twins pregnancy, how was your reaction when you found out that you were having twins?
So with Adelia, she
Yeah.
was also supposed to be a twin. So when we went for her scan, there was 2 sacs.
Yeah.
So the one was smaller than the other. So the doctor was like, "Oh, is there twins in the family?" I'm like, "Yeah, my granny was a twin." And so we had to come back like after 2 weeks. So it was still very early. I think it was like 6 weeks or something.
Yeah.
So it was still very early in the pregnancy. So we had to go back, and then we found out that the second one didn't develop.
Okay.
So only Adelia basically developed.
Yeah.
So with the twins, it was like the same thing
because
happened.
one was also smaller, eh?
Yes, and the
Yeah.
doctor said the same thing. "Oh, is there twins in the family?"
Oh my gosh.
So I'm like, "Oh gosh, not
again.
again." So I was like, "Are we gonna lose another baby?"
Yeah.
You know. So it was shocking because who falls pregnant with twins twice? So we were in shock, and I was like thinking it's gonna the same thing's gonna happen. The one's not gonna develop because there was also one smaller than the other. So yeah, it was.
And Atara was the smaller one, eh?
Yeah, she was always a smaller one.
Yeah.
And then when we went back, also we had to go back in like 2 weeks' time, and he's like, "No, like there's 2 babies in there." I was like, "What?"
Oh my gosh.
I was like in shock. So and like all the family was like overjoyed and over the moon, but I was like in shock because like 2 babies, like we planned for 1, not 2.
How long did it take you to like overcome that shock, to settle? Okay, I'm having 2 babies now.
Like even now, I still like sure, but I have twins. I have 2 babies, so like sometimes it took a while though to get over, like not get over it, but for like how can I say
For it to like settle in.
to settle in. Yeah, it took
And
a while.
how was it like during the whole pregnancy? Obviously knowing what happened the first time where one twin didn't develop. How was it? Because I know there were complications throughout the pregnancy, and even with birth, there were complications.
So what made it worse was when our first appointment with the gynae when he asked about the twins in the family, and then we explained to him what happened with the Delias, like only one developed, and he said, oh, he hopes it's not twins because twin pregnancies are complicated, and you always, there's like so many times where one twin, you lose one twin.
Why would he say that though?
Exactly. So that was quite hectic, and like things like Sasha and Oasis, things always play on my mind, and that was like through my am I gonna lose one twin? So that was very hectic. It took quite a lot to get over. Yeah.
It feels like it was a long time ago, but it wasn't really that long because I remember all these things. It was 2 years ago almost.
It was almost 2 years ago, but it's like so fresh in my mind. Yeah.
Wow. I also can't believe sometimes that you guys have 3 children. Like, I don't think anyone will know this, but Sash and Tanita are like the couple that Trevino and I look up to. They're just so young and so cool. And then they have 3 children. They're proper adults. They have 3 children. That's why I was so nervous to film with you, because I feel like you're an adult. And not just because of you older than me, because you're not like
I'm not that
35
old.
years older than me. You like a few years older than me. But I feel like it's just because I feel like you and Sash have your lives together. Everything is like put together. Even financial advice, we come to you guys first. Almost Sash, because he always tells us, I told you to save. Yeah. So I feel like, I don't know, you guys are just adults in every aspect of life. How was your second pregnancy compared to your first? Like, were there differences other than...
a big difference between... a big difference. Like, my second pregnancy, I had, like, issues through each trimester. So,
oh my gosh.
It wasn't fun. It was quite hectic. Like, I had
Didn't
bad
look like
morning
it wasn't
sickness.
fun.
I had hives. I used to get dizzy spells. I had low blood pressure. The hives were horrible because, like, my body would itch, like, all the time. I would feel like I wanted to faint. Sometimes I couldn't even wash the dishes.
Oh my gosh.
The second pregnancy was 10 times worse than the first pregnancy. It wasn't a good experience.
I can't remember you being like that though.
Yeah.
I remember though, we did come, I think it was in August. You gave birth in October. I think we came to your house in August, and that was like towards the end. And you still looked fine to me. You were still like doing things and walking around.
Yeah, I used to always push myself because I'm not someone that would like to like just sit back and just...
It's not nice.
And I think
sit.
I always push myself just to get things done.
Oh my gosh. And how was the labor and delivery experience for you? So I didn't know that with a C-section your water can break.
Yeah.
And your water broke.
Yeah, because remember, C-sections are planned. So you're going to go on that date. But now...
So you mean that there's a chance also for me that I can...
Yeah, because with Adelia, I was supposed to do natural.
Yeah.
And then we had an emergency C-section because my water broke. For both pregnancies, it was exactly the same. My water broke. I wasn't dilating or anything. But the second one was planned. So so my water broke for both pregnancies. And then for Adelia... what was happening? Yeah, I wasn't dilating, and it was I don't know, we were like 6 hours in and nothing was happening. She was also a big baby. She was 3.2 kg. So then the doctor's we need to do a C-section.
Wow. I feel like this is going to be that baby size also.
She's going to be a big girl.
Oh my gosh.
Definitely, probably.
She's got big feet and long legs, so
she's going to be a big girl. Probably like past 3 kgs. But it's better. It's easier to handle.
Atara is tiny.
She was 1.9 kgs when she was born. She was a tiny baby. And Alonzo was 2.3.
So my last scan, she was 2.1.
Yeah.
So, the twins, your water broke. I remember it was a Sunday. We were going to come drop off the steamer after church. So you could do the curtains in the room. So your water broke, you went to hospital. How did everything happen there?
So my water broke, and then, we went to hospital. And then, like, an hour later, I had the C-section. The doctor was at least available.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah. Like, with Adelia, my doctor the gynae wasn't available. Yeah. So my current gynae delivered Adelia. That's why I changed gynaes, because he was so much better as well. Yeah, so we went to hospital. They done whatever. I think they had to do a COVID test. Yeah. They had to do a COVID test. We done the COVID test. It was negative, and then went into surgery. It was done.
And what was the complication there? Because I remember one of them was in for longer.
Yeah. So Alonzo was stuck, so they couldn't get him out.
Stuck? How? How do you get stuck?
So Atara, because she was at the bottom, so she came out first. Easy, fine. And then with Alonzo, he was stuck. So it was like his arm was stuck on the top. And they couldn't get him out. They were like struggling to get him out. And it was actually a 3-minute wait between the two, but it felt like 15 minutes.
I honestly thought it was longer.
So long. It felt so long because it was just the silence. Like with the Tara, they were talking like normal. And then with Alonzo, it was like just complete silence. And it was so, so scary because the minute he came out, then the doctors like he said, shit, work on him. Like he gave him to the pediatrician, like work on him. And we thought we were going to lose him. Yeah, it was the most scary experience of my life. Jeez. Like we thought we were going to lose him, but yeah, he is today.
And then you still had to also leave him there because he had to go to the ICU thingy.
Yeah, both of them went to ICU.
Was that because of their size?
Yeah, because of this. And they came 5 weeks early, so they needed oxygen. They couldn't breathe on their own they were in ICU for about 2 weeks. They couldn't breathe on their own for about 3 or 4 days. They were on oxygen. They needed oxygen. And then they were getting infections in ICU, so that's why they stayed longer. That. Yeah.
And then is that why they were having problems with the milk also?
Yeah.
Because I know you had to change their formula a few times.
Yeah, we had to change their formula. They had reflux, and then they had, what was it? Yeah, all these infections and whatever. And then eventually, after I don't know how many different milk, even I used to pump milk and give it to them. Like I had to stop that as well because they thought it was the breast milk. But then they found it was just them having infections.
Jeez.
Yeah. I don't know how many different milks we tried until it was like, okay, done.
Oh my gosh. That's quite hectic. I'm so happy that I have you because...
yeah, I've been through it all.
Oh my gosh. So you and Sash, how long have you guys been married for?
This year will be 8 years.
But you've been together for like 5,000 years.
This year will be 18 years.
18 years. Yeah. So how do you guys find time for yourselves having two very, very small children, and then Adelia that's like in preschool, eh?
Yeah, and grade R.
Yeah. So how do you guys make time for yourselves?
We don't. To be honest, we don't. Like we haven't even went on like a dinner with just the two of us since being pregnant maybe.
Is it because it's harder to find someone to take care of 3 kids? Yeah. Or it's just that you don't want to leave them right now? No, I think
we also don't want to leave them right now. Yeah. But now that they're older, we will.
Yeah.
If anybody wants to look after them, we will.
Uncle Trevino says that he's ready. He's got Adelia. Yeah. But I think also like with 3 kids, it's probably hard.
Yeah.
Because other than you and Sash, who can take care of all 3 of them at the same time?
Especially the twins, because Adelia's fine.
Yeah.
But the twins, like you need like maybe 2 adults or whatever.
Shame, man. Yeah. I remember for the baby shower also, I was shocked that they weren't there.
Yeah.
But your sisters...
both sisters came to help.
And how was the experience with them?
No, they were fine. They're like, oh, these babies are so sweet. They're angels.
Oh my gosh. Okay. So it's only with the parents.
Yes.
Wow.
And our nanny actually told us that when she's with them, they are fine. The minute we are home, then Alonzo starts crying and nagging.
You see, so it's because that video Sash sent was so funny. He was just crying and then looking at the TV and then crying and then looking at the TV.
Yeah.
It was so cute. So that's what he does.
Yeah, he just does that.
And then does his sister start crying because of that?
She's the perfect child. Like she's sweet, she doesn't cry, she doesn't nag. If she does cry, then she's in pain or something worrying her. But she's like, she's the perfect. You want a baby like a Tara. She's perfect.
How's the relationship with the 3 kids together? Is Adelia like too big for them or
no? She still plays with them.
Okay,
they play together. Like Atara's always on her own.
Yeah.
But they play together fine. They have their moments where they don't want to play, but most of the time they play together and they're happy and everything.
I can't wait to see them like grow up together because I'm sure they'll be in school at the same time, like in the same school.
Yeah, they will.
Yeah, primary school together, high school together.
Probably not high school, or maybe like the first and the last year maybe. They will.
That's gonna be so cute to see Adelia in action.
But she's a good big sister.
She is. She's so excited also about our baby. She is very cute.
She is Flower.
Cousin Flower. What does it feel like leaving your family in the morning, going to work, facing all those struggles and hurdles, and then coming home and still have to be a wife, a mother, having 2 kids, one that needs to do homework, 2 that are just crying. Like, how do you balance everything and deal with everything?
There's no balance. It's hectic. I won't even lie. It's very hectic. Because like with work, it's hectic. And then I come home and then it's also hectic.
Yeah.
Like, there's no balance. Not yet.
Do you think if you had like the nanny there at night, it would be easier?
Yeah. But she does make our lives easy because before she leaves, the babies are fed and bathed. So at least that's not so hectic. It's just to get Adelia sorted. So on that level, it's okay. Once they go to sleep.
Yeah.
So we make sure.
If they do sleep.
So the twins go. No, so we also sleep train them. So at 7 o'clock, they go to sleep. That's not the problem. Okay. The problem is they wake up at night.
How does sleep training work?
So we followed... it's a 3-minute technique. So basically, you will go put the baby down in their cot. They're obviously going to cry. You're going to leave. Then you wait for 3 minutes. You go back. Just touch them or settle them down. Let them lay down again. And then you leave the room. 3 minutes again. If they cry, you go back, settle until they fall off to sleep. And it worked.
But didn't you also do this like when they were a little bit younger?
Yeah. That's how we sleep train them to fall off to sleep on their own.
Okay, so now it's just getting them to stay asleep.
Yes.
So how do you do that now?
Now we're doing the similar thing. So we used to give them a bottle, but now we stopped with the bottle because now Alonso would wake up twice a night for a bottle. So now when he wakes up, we don't give him a bottle. He does cry. We just settle him down. It doesn't work. We put him down. He wakes up. He cries. We let him cry for like maybe 3 or 4 minutes and then we settle him down again until he falls off to sleep. And you just have to be consistent. It's not easy, but it works.
It sounds so stressful. Everything sounds so stressful.
It's stressful, but no, it's not stressful. It's just not, I'm not going to say it's easy. It's not easy because your baby is crying and you're leaving your baby to cry.
Yeah.
But at the end, it works and it helped. And then they can fall off to sleep on their own. And now he's not drinking a bottle at night.
So the past few nights have been going better?
2 nights, yeah.
Okay, that's good.
That's
good. At least there's progress there for you and for Sash.
We can sleep.
Okay, can you tell me like some of the things that I can expect from, let's say, from the time I go in on my date to give birth? Like, what can I expect from the hospital and then coming home, recovery with the baby and all those things?
So the hospital, like when you go in, it's chill. They'll explain everything to you. The nurse will check you in and she'll tell you what needs to happen. For both pregnancies, the most nerve-wracking part was being wheeled into the theater because now, like, you know, that baby is coming and like reality kicks in.
Do they give you the epidural and stuff before you get into theater?
No, in theater. I think they give you something to like numb your back. And then they give you the epidural. So you don't feel that. Yeah.
That's good.
You feel that first poke, but the epidural you don't feel.
And the catheter.
Oh, man. That thing is not like... that is probably the worst because, like, with my sister, with my elder sister, they gave her the catheter when she was under... When she had the anesthetic or whatever. With me, it was before I went into theater. So that was, that wasn't so nice for both.
Are we still fine there? I think I'm going to ask them if I can. I don't know if I can ask.
Yeah, ask them. Because remember, both mines were like emergencies. So it wasn't like the plan where you go on the 20th or whatever and it's planned. Mines were both emergencies.
So how does it work? Okay, you go into theater and then... Your husband is standing here.
Your husband is standing. You don't even see him. Then you go onto the bed. You sit. And then one nurse holds you in the front. And then one is at the back. And then they do the... they give you like the anesthetic. And then they put the... What you call epidural. Yeah. And then you... On the bed, then you numb. You don't feel anything. You can feel them tugging you when they start, but you don't feel anything.
And how long is it? Like, how long is the whole C-section process?
It's quick, like maybe 10, 15 minutes. It's quick.
To take out the baby and to stitch you up afterwards?
No, okay. Inside there, you're going to take a while. Like, the baby and Trevina will already be gone, and you'll still be in there because you have to, they stitch you up, and then they're cleaning up, and you're still laying there, just chill. Yeah. But it's very chill. Like, you're not really too worried because... you're in a different zone, actually. You zone out.
Oh my gosh.
So you're very chill there. So it's not so bad.
So then, okay, Trevino and the baby will go to wherever, and then they clean you up, they stitch you up, and then do they take you back to your room?
Yeah, then you go back to the room, and Trevino and the baby still won't be there. Then you'll wait and wait, and then they come. Yeah.
But how are you? Like, are you falling asleep or are you awake?
No, you're not asleep. You like just chilling.
Even when you get back to the room. And then when the baby comes back, you have to breastfeed.
Yeah, you breastfeed.
So you're still awake and able to breastfeed.
Yeah, you're still awake. Eventually, you'll like out of that zoning feeling, and then the pain will start, and then they give you something for the pain. So yeah, they give you like an injection for the pain, and then on the first night, they give you something to sleep. So they'll make, I think it's like a sleeping tablet or something.
So who takes care of the baby?
They will take care of it, the baby. Yeah.
Our friends at church also said the first night the nurses take the baby.
The first night, because you need a rest.
Okay.
And then the second night.
So then do they feed the baby formula?
Yeah, so with Adelia they did. With the twins they went straight to ICU. But Adelia they gave her
So
formula.
then why? People on Instagram have been telling me not to introduce the bottle until 4 months. They get the bottle there.
Yeah, they get it in hospital.
Oh, and I need to pack my own bottles, right?
So for both, for Adelia and the twins, the hospital gave their own. Even though I had my bottles, they have their own bottles.
Okay, I packed bottles and I packed the pacifier dummy thing, and then I packed that one manual pump.
Yeah, in case you need it.
I don't know.
But you don't really pump. I had to pump because the twins were in ICU. For Adelia, it was they would literally feed the baby from your breast.
But what if it doesn't come out?
The nurse will make it come out. She squeezes your breast. And so there's that little thing that comes out first, like
the colostrum thing.
Yes, they squeeze it into the baby's mouth, and they will make that milk come out.
Why little under anesthetic? Or
No.
Why?
No.
Why?
No,
you see now, that doesn't seem right. No, man. Okay, and then you're there in hospital, okay, first night. And then, like, when do they make you get up and start walking?
The second day.
Okay.
Yeah. So there's a physio that will come and help you. And then he or she will take you around and you'll start walking, and then you go and bath yourself and everything the second day.
No, I feel like I'm not going to be able to do any of that.
No, it's not easy, especially to bend. Like standing is fine, but bending and like going to sit on the toilet is also
oh my gosh,
quite a lot. Yeah, and your belly is still big as well. It doesn't like just go in.
And then when you come home, how is that like adjustment? Because obviously in the hospital you have the nurses to help you with everything, especially more like with the first time.
Yeah.
How was it coming home?
Coming home, I had Sashian's mother and also my mother also came, so it wasn't bad. Like you literally just see to the baby. You don't do anything else. They'll do everything. They help you with everything, or your granny will help you with everything. But and Trevino, you literally don't want to leave the baby's side. Like every squeak or every little noise, you're like there. You wouldn't want to leave her side.
And it's fine to carry the baby the whole time.
Yeah. Even in hospital, you'll carry her. You wouldn't want to leave her. Like it's so special. It's such a
part of me is
special
very,
moment.
very nervous. I'm scared of dropping the baby. I'm scared. So
Please
many
don't
things
drop your child.
Obviously,
no, you
I
won't,
know.
man.
I don't know.
You're not gonna.
I'm scared of falling asleep while I breastfeed, and then
no, you will
there.
fall off to sleep. You will. That happens.
And then the baby?
No, like you will. Like I remember when Adelia was maybe like a few months older, I would fall off to sleep, and it's like you're sleeping, like you have the baby.
So can I use that pillow that you bought there?
Yeah.
That round one.
Yeah.
So how do you put that? Like here?
Put it around
you, and then the baby.
On top.
Oh my gosh.
It's easy, man.
Are you really sure you don't want to come stay with me for a week?
I can come.
Yeah, come. Bring all the kids, the dog.
Oh no.
Everything.
Too much. I'll leave them at home.
Wow. Is there anything you bought for your first pregnancy that was a waste so you didn't buy it again?
Nah. Whatever I bought was, like, I have 3 sisters that had kids before me, so I knew what was necessary and what wasn't. So whatever I bought, I used.
Yeah, basically everything that we bought also is what you told me to get.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't research anything of my own.
Serious.
Literally everything, the same brand of bottles, the same make, everything is just what we took and that's what we have. Because, I don't know, I just feel there's so much information on the internet and it gets very confusing and overwhelming. So I feel like with you, especially having children like now in the last 5 years or so, things have changed. Like, I can't really ask my mother, what bottles to get because
things have changed since then.
So I'm very happy that I have all the questions that I can ask is for you. Okay, for the third time, because of technical difficulties, what are you going to be doing going forward to make sure that you and Sash have quality time as a couple?
Get one of my sisters to babysit, or one of Sashan's sisters, and then go out for dinner, or like maybe a weekend away if we're lucky. We'll see.
When is this starting so that I can also ask you and make sure that this is happening?
Maybe sometime next month. We need to do it because it's been a long time.
Okay. Trevino.
Hey, there's always fireworks.
Ooh. How do you think they have 3 children, babe? And then is it realistic to say, or is it unrealistic to say that when the kids are all asleep that you have time for yourself, or do you not because you're just tired and you have to get ready for the next day?
Sometimes there is. It just depends if you have to clean or what. But sometimes we do.
Does your nanny also clean, or she's only there for the kids?
She's only there for the kids.
Oh,
yeah.
Hectic.
Looks after the kids.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, thank you. This was a good episode. I feel like there's a lot of questions that I could have asked you, but I feel like I ask you these questions on a daily basis. But I'm happy with how this episode went. Are you happy?
I am. Thank you for having me.
Thank you for joining me. And guys, don't forget to rate us on Spotify and Apple Podcasts and to subscribe to the channel if you're watching it. Thank you so much.